All right, folks, if you're just joining us, we have about 48 participants on the line. Let's bump that number up. Let's start sending our texts and emails and messages to our teammates. Bring them on and let them know that our speaker, our trainer for today is none other than Christion Sadler. Now, if you're new to this call or if you haven't heard Christion's story, back in the day, when Christion was in his young teens, he was quite a troublesome young man. He got kicked out of class a lot. In fact, he says that he got kicked out of almost every school after grade school. As he got older, he found himself in quite a bit of financial scarcity. And at some point, he was working at a daily wage job in steel fabrication, didn't feel like he was generating the income he had to generate, and started looking for different opportunities. He had just heard about real estate around that time and the wealth creation it could generate for him, so he started attending different events, but really felt like he wasn't going very far until, of course, he found Renatus, like many of us did. But he took it very seriously. He started getting around people that he wanted to be like, volunteering whenever he could. And because of his determination and his persistence in the business, Christion has now been in real estate for over 13 years. He's done multiple real estate transactions that have netted over six figures. He's a marketing leader, a PIT team member, one of the founding team members of Team Elevate, and I just really look up to Christion. So we're just very fortunate to have Christion on the line today. So without further ado, I'd like to bring him on the line. So good morning, Christion. How is your morning going today?
Avi, it's really great. Started off doing the Impact webinar, and now here I am with you guys, and just grateful to be alive and grateful to have so many amazing folks to share with. So thank you, Abby. And how's your day going?
It's going great. Thank you for asking. And again, I'd like to shoot that right back to you. Grateful for being here and grateful to have you on the call.
Awesome. Thank you, Abby. I know that you do so much for this team, and some people may only get to hear you on these calls and may not have the chance to know you very well in person. But I see what you do. I see you continuing to rise in leadership, and I'm grateful for you, Abby, and our connections. So thank you for that. All right, folks, one of the things that I wanted to do today is I actually want to do a little bit of a poll. Now, if you were on the Impact webinar with me, I did a poll on there that I often do on these calls, but this one's a little bit different. This one is it's designed for you and me, of course, and quite frankly, I'm doing it for myself, but there's probably some of the other trainers that are going to be paying attention to what's going on here, and they're going to use this for their own insight, because what I want you guys to do, and I'm going to need full participation. Okay, I'm going to need everybody to participate, and there's a couple ways you can do it. Probably the preferred way is to chat, because chatting it in is going to be the easiest way for me to track it and write it down and make sure that I keep it. Now, if you're driving or something of that nature where that's not possible, but you can maybe click off the mute button and you can actually just speak it, I'm open to that as well. Because here's what we're doing. What I want to know from you guys, and I'm actually going to share my screen over here. We're going to go to the whiteboard. Is I want to know what topics you want on this call moving forward. I mean, if you could have us talk about anything, if you could have me talk about anything specifically, what is it that is going to be most beneficial to you? And I want to, take these and take the ones that are most popular and turn them into some trainings for you guys. And so what are the things that you would like to see? What are the things that you would like to hear? What are the things that, what are the feelings you want to get out of this call? What is it that you want to learn? So this call's only going to work if I get participation from each and every one of you guys. We've got about 60 people right now on the call, and I want to know, what is it that you guys want to hear about? Let's go ahead and chat those in. Chat those in or come off mute and share with us whatever it is that that makes most sense to you. I want your opinion. I want to know what you guys want to learn in order to make this call worth your time. I mean, you guys are getting on here each and every morning, right? You're getting to learn from all of these different individuals that have different businesses that are, succeeding in different ways. but what is it that's going to help you the most right now in your business? Over the next month, what would you like me to train? I know we've got somebody off mute, so you go ahead and come on out. What do you want to hear?
Hey, Christian, it's Jeff Wilson.
Hey,
Good
Jeff.
morning.
Morning.
I'd like to know more about overcoming objections.
Overcoming objections. I can put that on here right away.
And specifically, I don't know if this is an objection per se, but disinterest.
Disinterest. Tell me about that.
Just having guests come to the presentation, 5 pillars, and just kind of saying, "Oh, I guess that's kind of the issue is they don't really come out and say anything specifically. It's more just general statements. Oh, that's nice, but nothing direct like I'm interested or I'm not interested. Just not coming out and saying what their objection is.
Okay.
So I guess part of that would be trying to find out if they're not moving forward, asking good questions to find out exactly why and where they're at.
How to get an answer, right? Because that's really what you want. You're not wanting to talk everybody into joining, because if it's not the right fit, it's not the right fit. You just want to get an answer, yes or a no.
Yeah, exactly. That would assist me very much.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we got a bunch of chats in here. Let me jump over there. Using and negotiating with wholesalers to find deals. Okay, wholesaling. Team duplication. What about the bubble? Okay. Building your pipeline so you're not just working with one person at a time. Okay. Pipeline. How to keep it full. Overcoming limiting beliefs. Oops. Overcoming limiting scripts. Yeah, we've got scripts for sure. Follow up and closing. Okay. Turning professional warm market into Renatus prospects.
Hey, Christian.
Yeah.
Are you still taking any audio?
Yes, please. Come on out.
Well, fantastic. Hey, Christian. Scott Buckholz from Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky.
Hey, Scott.
Hey, great job this morning on the impact.
Thank you.
Obviously, one of the things with your list that you made up, I knew where the answer or where you were going with that, because I totally believe in warm market. And I think a good one for this list, so many folks, I think, struggle with how to have a conversation with somebody, like Bob Tierney says, belly to belly, or Bob Snyder talks about, belly to belly. I think, how to have that 3-foot rule conversation.
Okay, yeah, for sure. 3-foot
Thank
rule.
you.
3-foot rule conversation. We'll get it in there. Thank you. And for those of you who weren't on the impact call, one of the things that was interesting, if you've been on this call for a while, you've probably seen me do this poll where I have everybody share, their most recent sale, what the person bought, and what lead source they came from. And on this call, it's usually about 90% combo. And out of that, about 70% of those are warm market. Now, the interesting thing is on today's call that we opened up nationwide, the majority was actually 3-foot rule. There was 25 sales that had come from 3-foot rule or networking. And there was 11 that had come from warm market. So the next closest in relation was only 4 people. So, and then it went down to a whole bunch of ones, so yeah, 3-foot rule is nationwide as far as on these calls, with the most scientific approach that I could take to it. 3-foot rule is the leading lead source right now in selling Renatas. All right, coming over here, overcoming objections. I'm just putting slash marks next to these for any that that are on there. Habits that can emulate that drove you to success in marketing as well as real estate. So we're going to put habits on here, and then we're going to put marketing plus real estate.
Hey, Christian.
Yeah.
This is Levi Hunsaker. A couple of things that I've been wondering about is what is the best way when you have multiple guests? We see a lot of the leaderboards have, high numbers of guests. How do you work with all of those people at the same time if they're in an event?
Oh, I love it. Too many people at an event. That is a good problem to have.
And then one other question I've had is if you've got somebody working through the process, they've been to lots of events and kind of been through a lot of one-on-ones, what are the best ways to add value to them as you keep meeting with them?
Okay, so people that go beyond 3 exposures, is that what I'm understanding?
Yes.
So people that have not bought but have gone beyond 3 exposures. Let's see, how would I word that? Interested, non-buyers. And how to keep them warm. Okay. Let me switch over here real quick. Let me shrink this down to right there. Actually, I can fit one more on this line. So, habits, leading questions, current market subject to. Oops. 2. All right. Now let's grab another one here. Start right there. We're just going to continue on down the line. What else do we have? Keeping guests interested. I think that's actually similar to what Levi was asking. Oh, I didn't type there. Keeping guests interested. All right. These are all great. Framing and reframing. What books you've been reading, Allie? How to acquire first cash flow property. Let's just call it first deal. First deal. Cash flow. Chuck, keeping yourself motivated.
Good morning, Christian.
Good morning.
Good morning. This is Patricia. I would like to know if there are other like courses that you take outside for motivation or like that help you develop other than what we have in Renata's.
All right, outside personal development.
Right.
I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Outside personal development. Getting started. And I put day one, but guys, this is day one, even, or no matter how long you've been in the business. Day one, no matter how long. That's a good topic right there. Because sometimes we just got to start over. Sometimes we just got to start as if it's day one. All right, how to deal with guests who've attended the 4-pillar and think they can do velocity banking on their own so they don't need the education. Oh. Trying to think of a short way of putting that because I know, and we all deal with those people, right? DIY, that's what we'll call them. DIY people. Yeah, that's a good topic. We'll definitely get through that and talk about, and that actually comes in with overcoming objections, right? But that's a specific objection, and definitely want to cover that. All right, it's starting to slow down here. What else, guys? You know, some of these topics are going to merge in with each other, so don't feel like if you've shared one, you can't share another. I want to know everything that you guys want to learn. Levi, I was one of those DIY people first. And, you know, sometimes this is key, is knowing other people's stories. You know, people that were in a certain, you know, position and why they now own their combo. So Levi, while we're giving people a chance to kind of come on out and share more of what they want to learn, let's hear your story about, you know, how you were kind of that DIY guy so that everybody can have that in their arsenal. And what is it that, you know, made you step up and buy your combo? Share your story.
All right. So my background is as an engineer, and you know, you're going to run into a lot of intellectuals, I think, that think they can go figure this out on their own. At first, I'd heard about it, and I kind of went and built my own calculator and tried to figure it out because I wanted to prove to myself that the velocity banking didn't work. And what I found is that I actually proved to myself that it did work, and kind of went and started implementing it. One of the biggest things is it was partially implemented. So without the education, it was doing okay, but I was not maximizing the benefit. And that went on for quite some time. And one of the things that kind of led me to purchase my education with Renatus was I actually went out and explored other education companies and actually bought into one of them. And, you know, just recognized that the value in the community was not there. And so that's what brought me back to purchase my combo.
Got it. So he was a DIY guy. You're going to meet those intellectuals, and how do you move them past the point of, first of all, you know, helping them understand that try to prove me wrong, you'll prove me right in the process. And then On the other side of that is, sure, you could start to implement the strategies, but if you don't know and understand the entire concept, you could essentially be doing it ineffective compared to the best case scenario, or for some people even, they end up doing it wrong and it takes them in a wrong direction. So thank you, Levi, for sharing your story. All right, tips on knowing when to stop talking. Oh yeah, this is good one. This is a good one. So shut up. Shutting up. That's what we're going to call that topic. Shutting up. Getting too excited. One of the things that we used to say on that one is we used to say, you're getting it all over their shoes. So what that means is if you're, verbally vomiting on somebody, sometimes the way to easily get over that with somebody is if you notice it happening, just walk up to this prospect. You got to have a good relationship with them, obviously, and just kind of touch them on the shoulder and in their ear say, you're getting it all over their shoes. And that'll wake them up to realize that they maybe are saying way too much. All right. So unfortunately, the specific person met Levi, heard his story firsthand, but he still thinks he can do it on his own. Well, dang it, Allie. Some people take a little bit more time. Developing a strategic plan. Get numbers, people, business. We don't going to leaders retreat. All right, strategic plan. Leaders retreat. People that need to know when to zip it. All right. Is there any other topics? This is your chance, folks. I took this call and I made it specific to opening it up so that I could really get a solid list. And I'm going to take these lists and we're going to build out some trainings from it. So Cody says, being bold. It's a great topic. This is your time. Remember, if you're not able to chat right now, but you can come off mute, feel free. Come on out. There is no dumb topic, right? There's nothing to feel ashamed about. If there's something that you feel like you need to learn, I want to hear about it. I want to know about it, and I want to train about it. Ooh, I like that one. Rewarming your market. Oops. So, out of touch prospects. What is HIT? And along with that topic, we could call it leadership. Leadership in Renatus. It's a great topic. What do you do when they stop responding to calls? People that went into the witness protection program. Whisper campaign. Ooh, I don't even know what that topic means. Cody, I'm going to need you to help me with that one. What is a whisper campaign?
You there?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay. So Whisper campaign is actually in Eric Warr's 20 People in 30 Days training, and he teaches about basically you're talking about it before you're actually starting the campaign. That way it's getting people excited. You show your enthusiasm, your energy, And that's actually what gets people excited. You can do it. He talks about it being mostly successful live in person, but I'm sure it could probably play into Facebook and stuff as well somehow.
Cool. Okay. Well, I'll do some research, and we'll get it on the list. Thank you. Right, Patty. Along with the leadership part, I would like to know how to get prepared to build a team. All right, building a team. Put that in there. David, debt partners. And short-term rental. All right, bear with me for a second, guys. I'm just going to copy this over to a Word document on my computer just to make sure that I have it saved. So hold tight here. Just doing a quick copy and paste. Don't stop sharing. I'm just running out of time. Uh-oh. Or I'm running out of space is what I meant to say. All right, let's see. Am I able to copy and paste this is my question. I'm not sure how to do it. Oh, I don't know. All right, we got it. Got one. And let's do the other now. All right, got that one. And we can clear this out. Okay, so we're just going to continue. If you got any more topics, let's get them on here. So, how to access the recordings. So we're going to put that as a topic, but I will also just tell you, whoever that is on the 385-216-9299, if you just go to the Elevate Renatus YouTube page, that's where you can find those calls. Any other topics you guys want to cover? Anything else you want to get on the list? This is your chance. Oh, they're not all there. They're probably updated periodically over time. So I'm not sure who's over that and who's running the updating the recordings, but I'll put it on my list here and we can find out. Cody, getting out of your own way. That's a good topic. Anybody else? Long distance. It's a good one. Buying questions. Or questions to make people buy, or questions to because buying questions, I might get that confused with No, that'll work. Buying questions. Put it on there. How to staying motivated in spite of the no's. Drive system, yes. Cool, we can dive into that. Using the drive system. Compliance. Sure, we can cover compliance for sure. Compliance along with results. All right, we've got 2 more minutes here. What else you guys want me to have on my list? I'm going to be able to go to this list, build out some trainings for you guys. So this is your chance. What do you want to learn about?
The follow-ups between meetings.
So is that kind of basically what, how many times you're calling or texting somebody in between booking a meeting from the next meeting?
Yes, correct.
Okay, cool. Posture with superiors. That's not spelled correctly. Maybe it is. Superior. Posture with superiors. It doesn't mean they're actually superiors, right? But if they see themselves as such. Tonality. Yeah, tonality. One-on-one follow-ups. One-on-one follow-up. Agenda. All right. Well, folks, I just want to say that I appreciate you guys spending some time with me here and helping with this. And I know that this maybe wasn't so much of a training, but I believe that it hopefully sparked some things for all of you guys of what you guys want to learn about. I know it's going to help me in building out trainings for each and every one of you. So I'm going to take these last few. We're going to add them to the list. And so when they say they're interested but don't have time for events. Oh, I like that one. Apps or software that will streamline lead generation. Right. Anything else? Last chance? You're welcome, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank everybody for participating. We've got a good long list here. And I'm just going to copy this. And I'm going to stick it over here into my Word document. We're going to add that in. And I've got a list of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 21, 22, 23, 24. So we have almost 50 almost 50 different suggestions. So based on a call where we had about 70 people, that's some pretty good participation. So I got to give it up to you guys. That's huge. If we've got that type of participation on these calls, I know you guys are actually paying attention. I know you guys are here for a reason, and I want to congratulate every single one of you on that. I'm going to let you guys go for today, and I'll be back with you next week, and we'll take some of these key topics and we'll build out a training from it. Thanks, guys.